Over 60, your muscles are disappearing faster than you realize. But the fix is simple. Add this one powerful food to your breakfast and watch your strength, energy, and mobility return. Stick around because the last tip will surprise you and could completely transform your mornings. The first food you absolutely must remove from your morning routine if you want to stop losing muscle is white bread. Imagine this. The moment a slice of white bread touches your stomach, it rapidly breaks down into pure sugar, flooding your bloodstream almost instantly. Your body's natural response is to panic, releasing a massive surge of insulin to try and control this sudden sugar spike. But here's the critical problem. These elevated insulin levels actually block your muscles from effectively using protein to repair themselves. It's akin to putting a sudden, unbreakable lock on your muscle-building factory right when it needs to be operating at full capacity. And for many seniors, here's the truly shocking, little-known fact. White bread doesn't just halt muscle growth, it actually accelerates muscle breakdown. When your blood sugar inevitably crashes after that initial spike, your body desperately starts to break down your own muscle tissue to create energy. You are quite literally eating away at your muscles with every single slice. A recent alarming study meticulously tracked 2,000 seniors over 3 years who regularly ate white bread for breakfast. The results were devastating. These individuals lost a staggering 23% more muscle mass compared to seniors who wisely avoided white bread in the morning. Millions are unknowingly causing this damage to themselves every single day. Let me share the story of Margaret, a 62-year-old patient who visited my clinic about 2 years ago. She was struggling profoundly with all the classic symptoms of sarcopenia. She couldn't get up from her chair without using her arms for support. She found carrying groceries incredibly difficult. She felt unsteady climbing stairs, and she was perpetually exhausted, even after a full night's sleep. She had already suffered 2 falls in the previous 6 months, leaving her family increasingly worried. Upon reviewing Margaret's detailed diet history, an interesting pattern emerged. Every morning, before heading to her job, she would quickly grab 2 slices of white toast with butter. It was her go-to because it was fast, easy, and seemed to keep her full. She genuinely believed she was making a practical and healthy choice. What Margaret didn't realize was that this daily white bread ritual was slowly but surely killing her muscles, day after day. So I crafted a new, targeted diet plan for Margaret, including the 5 powerful muscle-building foods we'll soon be discussing. Within just 2 weeks, her transformation began. She started to regain lost muscle mass, her energy levels soared, and she could climb stairs confidently without holding the railing. Most importantly, she felt strong and self-assured once more. Margaret even tearfully told me she felt like she had her 40-year-old body back, and it all began with the simple yet profound act of removing that morning white bread. Next up, a seemingly harmless ritual for many: coffee, especially on an empty stomach. Have you ever wondered what truly happens inside your body when you wake up and reach for that cup of coffee before eating anything? The instant that caffeine hits your empty stomach, it powerfully triggers your adrenal glands to release a massive surge of cortisol, which is your body's primary stress hormone. Herein lies the significant problem. Cortisol, particularly when spiked without any food in your system, becomes your muscle's worst enemy. Your body interprets this as a survival mode scenario and immediately begins breaking down your muscle tissue to convert it into glucose for emergency energy. And here's the truly shocking truth most seniors are unaware of. That morning coffee ritual doesn't just break down existing muscle, it actively prevents your body from building new muscle for up to 6 hours afterward. The cortisol surge from consuming caffeine on an empty stomach specifically blocks a key muscle-building hormone called IGF-1, which is absolutely critical for muscle growth and repair. This means that even if you consume protein later in the day, your body's muscle-building machinery remains essentially switched off because of that initial morning coffee mistake. A recent study involving 600 seniors who drank coffee on an empty stomach every morning for 14 months revealed an alarming outcome. They lost a dramatic 22% more muscle mass compared to seniors who either ate before their coffee or avoided morning caffeine entirely. The researchers conclusively found that fasted caffeine consumption created a condition they termed chronic muscle catabolism, where the body relentlessly breaks down muscle tissue throughout the day, even during periods of rest. One of my most challenging, yet ultimately rewarding cases involved James, a 62-year-old security guard who came to see me at the hospital. James was working two demanding jobs to support his family, a taxing night shift at a warehouse and a day shift at an office building. He would arrive home utterly exhausted from his night shift, manage only 4 to 5 hours of sleep, and then rush to his second job. Given this brutal schedule, he heavily relied on caffeine to stay awake, consuming anywhere from 6 to 8 cups of coffee daily, almost always on an empty stomach because he never had the time to eat. What James didn't realize was that this very coffee habit was slowly eroding his health. He started experiencing severe muscle weakness, became unable to lift the heavy equipment at work, and was perpetually exhausted despite the copious amounts of caffeine. His supervisor was even considering letting him go because he could barely perform his job duties. When he discovered his coffee addiction was destroying his muscles, he felt a profound sense of despair, thinking it was almost too late, as he had lost so much strength that even climbing stairs left him breathless. However, after I helped him adjust his diet and recover from his overwhelming caffeine dependence, encouraging him to incorporate muscle-friendly foods with his breakfast instead of just black coffee, James is now doing remarkably better. He can confidently work full 12-hour shifts without feeling weak or tired, and he recently even started coaching his grandson's Little League team, something he previously never had the energy or strength to even consider. James truly got his life back simply by altering when and how he consumed his coffee. The next food I'm about to reveal might genuinely surprise you because many seniors believe they are making a smart, protein-rich breakfast choice, and you've likely even been advised by other doctors or nutritionists that this food is good for you due to its high protein content. I'm talking about processed meats. What they often neglect to tell you is the dark secret lurking inside this breakfast staple. Chemical compounds that are silently destroying your muscle fibers from the inside out, even as you believe you're nourishing them. I'm referring to those processed meats you might regularly reach for: bacon, sausage, and deli ham, the convenient, quick protein sources for millions of seniors. But here's the grim reality of what happens when you eat bacon as part of your breakfast. Within just 30 minutes of savoring that crispy bacon or savory breakfast sausage, the nitrates and nitrites used to preserve these meats begin to convert into powerful inflammatory compounds called nitrosamines right in your stomach. These toxic chemicals immediately flood your bloodstream and head directly for your muscle tissue, where they unleash widespread inflammation. Your muscle fibers quite literally start swelling and breaking down as your immune system attacks them, mistakenly perceiving them as under assault. It's like setting off tiny, controlled explosions throughout your muscles every single time you eat processed meat. Furthermore, here's the truly shocking information that most seniors are completely unaware of. Those nitrates don't just cause inflammation. They actively hijack your muscle's repair system and turn it against itself. When nitrosamines reach your muscle fibers, they inflict damage upon the mitochondria, which are the vital power plants of your muscle cells. Without properly functioning mitochondria, your muscles cannot produce energy or efficiently repair themselves. Even worse, the damaged mitochondria then release free radicals that continue to destroy healthy muscle tissue for hours after you've finished your meal. You are, in essence, poisoning your muscles from the inside out. A recent study tracked 1,400 seniors who consumed processed meats for breakfast at least 4 times per week for 16 months. The results were truly devastating. They experienced 33% more muscle deterioration compared to seniors who completely avoided processed meats. The researchers found that this chronic nitrate exposure created what they termed chronic muscle inflammation syndrome, where the muscles remain in a constant state of breakdown, perpetually unable to recover or rebuild themselves properly. Just last month, I had a remarkable encounter with Sarah at our local grocery store. Sarah, a 67-year-old retired school teacher, had been my patient about 8 months prior. When she first came to me, she was battling severe muscle weakness. She couldn't carry her groceries from the car to her house without repeatedly stopping to rest, struggled immensely to get out of her bathtub, and her handwriting had become so shaky that she could barely sign her name. She was terrified she was developing some debilitating neurological condition. During our consultation, I uncovered her very specific breakfast routine. Every single morning for the past 12 years, she would dutifully cook herself 2 strips of bacon and a breakfast sausage patty, believing her late husband's advice that she needed protein to stay strong. She was religious about this routine, never missing a day. What Sarah hadn't realized was that these processed meats were consistently flooding her system with nitrates, creating a cascade of chronic inflammation that was systematically destroying her muscle fibers. When I saw her at the grocery store last month, I almost didn't recognize her. Sarah was effortlessly carrying 2 heavy bags of groceries, walking with an undeniable energy and confidence. She excitedly told me that after switching to the muscle-building breakfast foods I had recommended and completely eliminating processed meats, she now volunteers at 3 different community centers and has even started taking ballroom dancing lessons with a charming new gentleman friend. Sarah exclaimed that she felt stronger and more vibrant at 67 than she ever did in her 50s, all because she stopped poisoning her muscles with those seemingly innocent morning bacon strips. You're in for a real shock with the 4th item on this list, as it's literally marketed as the quintessential healthy breakfast for seniors: oatmeal and skim milk. Health magazines extol its virtues, dietitians frequently recommend it, and even your own doctor has likely told you it's heart healthy. But what they often fail to tell you is that this supposed superfood is actually starving your muscles of the absolutely essential nutrients they desperately need to survive and thrive. Have you ever considered what truly happens in your body when you start your day with oats and low-fat skim milk? Here's the hidden disaster. When you strip the fat from milk, you're not just removing calories, you're effectively removing the vital delivery system that your body requires to absorb crucial muscle-building vitamins like A, D, E, and K. These are what we call fat-soluble vitamins, meaning that without the presence of fat, they simply pass right through your system, utterly unused. Your muscles are literally starving for these critical nutrients while you mistakenly believe you're feeding them healthy food. It's like having a key but throwing away the lock it's meant to open. Moreover, here's the truly astonishing fact most seniors don't know. Skim milk doesn't just fail to deliver vitamins. It actually leaches calcium and magnesium from your existing muscle tissue. The extensive processing that removes fat from milk creates an imbalanced protein structure that your body cannot properly utilize. Instead of contributing to muscle building, your body is forced to rob minerals directly from your muscles just to process this incomplete protein. You are, in essence, cannibalizing your own muscle tissue simply to digest what you incorrectly assume is a healthy breakfast. A recent study following 1,900 seniors who consumed oatmeal with skim milk daily for 18 months presented alarming results. They lost 29% more muscle mass compared to seniors who opted for whole milk or avoided dairy entirely. The researchers pinpointed that fat-free dairy created what they termed nutrient malabsorption syndrome, where muscles become profoundly deficient in essential vitamins, despite what seemed like an adequate food intake. I vividly recall the moment I truly understood how perilous this supposedly healthy breakfast could be. It was at my daughter's graduation ceremony last spring when I spotted Dorothy, a 69-year-old retired bank manager who had been my patient 2 years prior. When Dorothy first came to see me, she was experiencing alarming and rapid muscle deterioration. She could no longer lift her 3-year-old granddaughter, needed assistance opening car doors, and had developed a noticeable tremor in her hands that made her deeply self-conscious about eating in public. What initially puzzled me was Dorothy's almost obsessive commitment to healthy eating. Every single morning for 15 years, she had consumed a large bowl of steel-cut oats with skim milk and a banana, all because her cardiologist had advised her it was the perfect, heart-healthy, low-fat breakfast. She measured everything with precision and never deviated from this routine. Dorothy simply couldn't comprehend why she was steadily getting weaker, despite meticulously following all the right nutritional advice. Yet, at that graduation ceremony, I watched Dorothy chase her granddaughter around the playground, lifting her up and spinning her around with effortless ease. She looked absolutely radiant and incredibly strong. Dorothy excitedly told me that after switching from skim milk to whole milk and incorporating the muscle-building foods I had recommended, she now works part-time as a personal shopper, a job that requires her to walk miles and carry heavy bags all day long. She proclaimed she had more energy and strength at 69 than she did at 55, and it all began when she stopped drinking that misleadingly healthy skim milk. Now for the final, perhaps most ubiquitous muscle-destroying food on this list, refined cereals. This very food is likely sitting in 90% of senior households right now, quite possibly in your own pantry as we speak. You grab it when you're in a hurry, you trust it because the box proudly proclaims it's fortified with vitamins, and you might even opt for varieties that claim to support heart health or bone strength. But have you ever truly pondered what happens inside your body when you wake up and pour yourself that bowl of cereal? Within an hour of eating that seemingly innocent cereal, your body, having been in a fasting state overnight, desperately searches for the essential amino acids it needs to repair and build muscle tissue. However, here's the critical problem. Refined cereals contain incomplete proteins that are sorely missing vital amino acids, such as leucine, lysine, and methionine. When your muscles can't find these fundamental building blocks, they enter a state of panic and begin breaking down your existing muscle tissue to harvest the amino acids they so urgently need. You are quite literally forcing your body to cannibalize itself just to perform basic functions. Furthermore, here's the truly shocking truth most seniors don't know. Refined cereals don't just lack essential amino acids, they actually contain anti-nutrients that actively block your body from absorbing amino acids from other foods you eat throughout the day. The intensive processing that creates those crispy flakes destroys the natural protein structure and produces compounds called phytates and lectins, which bind to amino acids in your digestive system and flush them out as waste. This means that even if you eat chicken or fish later in the day, those crucial muscle-building proteins can get stolen away by the cereal you consumed hours earlier. A recent study tracked 2,500 seniors who consumed refined cereals for breakfast daily over 22 months. The results were devastating. They experienced a shocking 37% more muscle deterioration compared to seniors who chose protein-rich breakfasts or completely avoided cereals. The researchers concluded that this amino acid deficiency created what they termed protein starvation syndrome, where muscles continuously break down because they cannot access the fundamental building blocks they need, even when adequate protein is consumed later in the day. You should have seen the incredible transformation when I unexpectedly bumped into Harold at the hardware store 3 months ago. Harold, a 71-year-old retired carpenter, had consulted me about a year and a half earlier. When I first met him, Harold was heartbroken because he could no longer pursue his beloved woodworking projects. His hands would tremble uncontrollably when trying to use precision tools. He couldn't lift lumber anymore, and he had sadly given up his cherished weekend hobby of building birdhouses for his neighborhood because he simply lacked the strength and coordination. Harold's breakfast routine was as precise as his carpentry work once was. Every single morning for over 20 years, he would meticulously prepare exactly 2 bowls of raisin bran with low-fat milk, firmly believing he was getting fiber and staying healthy. His late wife had started this routine for him, and he never once questioned it. What Harold didn't realize was that those refined bran flakes were systematically starving his muscles of the amino acids they so desperately needed, especially after decades of physical labor had already significantly stressed his muscle fibers. Yet, at the hardware store, I watched Harold effortlessly carry a stack of 2x4 lumber to his truck, his hands steady and his movements utterly confident. Harold told me that after eliminating refined cereals and switching to the muscle-building breakfast foods I had recommended, he's now building custom furniture again and recently completed a magnificent oak dining table for his daughter's family. He exclaimed that he felt like he had his craftsman's hands back, along with the strength he had in his 50s, all because he stopped eating those supposedly healthy bran flakes every morning. Now that you are acutely aware of the 5 breakfast foods that have been insidiously killing your muscles, it's time for the truly uplifting news. What I'm about to share with you are the 5 most powerful muscle-building foods known to science. Foods that can completely reverse sarcopenia and miraculously restore the strength you might have believed was gone forever. These aren't just random suggestions. These are scientifically proven muscle builders that I have personally utilized to help over 1,000 seniors reclaim their strength, mobility, and vitality. And the very best part is that you can find every single one of these transformative foods at your local grocery store. They are affordable, accessible, and you can realistically start adding them to your breakfast routine as early as tomorrow morning. Remember Margaret, who couldn't get up from her chair without help, or James, who struggled to open jar lids? What about Sarah, too weak to carry groceries, Dorothy, who couldn't lift her granddaughter, and Harold, who sadly gave up his woodworking. Every single one of these individuals dramatically transformed their lives by replacing those muscle-destroying foods with these 5 powerful, life-changing alternatives. So, grab a pen and paper because you are absolutely going to want to write these down. Before I unveil these incredible, life-changing foods, I need to ask you something vital. What do you honestly think so far? Are you beginning to realize why you might have been losing muscle despite doing everything you thought was right? Please drop a comment below and let me know. I'm genuinely curious about your experiences and insights. And if this critical information is helping you understand what has been happening to your body, please, I urge you, hit that subscribe button. I dedicate countless hours to researching and creating these videos specifically to help seniors like you, and your subscription is a powerful affirmation that you value this information. It takes literally 1 second, but it means the entire world to me and significantly helps me reach more people who desperately need this knowledge. Let us continue our journey to rediscovering your strength. Here, at last, are the 5 breakfast foods that will genuinely help you look and feel 40 again. First on our list is plain Greek yogurt. Do you know what incredible magic happens when you consume plain Greek yogurt in the morning? Within a mere 15 minutes of enjoying this muscle-building powerhouse, your digestive system efficiently breaks it down into an abundant flood of high-quality amino acids that rush directly to your hungry muscle fibers. Greek yogurt boasts an incredible 20 grams of complete protein per cup, which is an astonishing double the protein found in regular yogurt. But here's what truly elevates it. It's densely packed with leucine, that master amino acid which literally switches on your body's muscle-building machinery. Greek yogurt generously delivers 2.5 grams of leucine per serving, which is precisely the optimal threshold your muscles need to effectively trigger protein synthesis. A recent study, meticulously tracking 1,200 seniors aged 65 to 75 who consistently added plain Greek yogurt to their breakfast daily for 12 months, yielded remarkable results. They gained an impressive average of 18% more lean muscle mass compared to seniors who didn't include Greek yogurt in their diet. Even more impressively, 73% of participants enthusiastically reported significant improvements in their grip strength, and 68% demonstrated notably better balance and mobility scores. The researchers unequivocally found that the powerful combination of casein and whey proteins in Greek yogurt provided both immediate and sustained muscle-building benefits throughout the entire day. Now here's how to properly enjoy Greek yogurt for maximum muscle benefits. Always choose plain, full-fat Greek yogurt, as the fat is essential for helping your body absorb critical muscle-building vitamins A, D, E, and K. Enhance it further by adding a tablespoon of chopped walnuts or almonds for healthy fats and an extra protein boost. If you desire sweetness, opt for fresh berries instead of processed honey or sugar. For optimal impact, consume it within 30 minutes of waking up when your muscles are most receptive and hungry for protein. Next, we have the incredibly versatile eggs. Have you ever truly considered what magnificent things happen when you eat eggs in the morning? The moment you consume this incredible muscle-building food, your body receives all 9 essential amino acids in perfect, balanced proportions, unequivocally making eggs the gold standard of complete proteins. Within a swift 30 minutes of enjoying eggs, these vital amino acids flood your bloodstream and head directly to your muscle tissue, providing every single building block your muscles need to repair and vigorously grow. But here's what truly sets eggs apart and makes them extraordinary. They possess the highest biological value of any food, meaning your body can utilize an astonishing 94% of their protein specifically for actual muscle building, compared to a mere 60% to 70% from most other protein sources. Furthermore, eggs are generously loaded with vitamin D, which functions almost like a hormone, sending direct signals to your muscles to absorb more protein and grow stronger. A recent study meticulously tracked 1 in 800 seniors aged 60 to 80 who consistently ate 2 whole eggs every morning for 14 months. The results were astounding. They experienced a dramatic 24% increase in muscle protein synthesis and gained an average of 2.3 pounds of lean muscle mass. Most remarkably, an impressive 81% of participants demonstrated improved leg strength, and 76% reported significantly better overall physical performance. The researchers conclusively discovered that the perfect combination of complete amino acids and vitamin D in eggs created what they called optimal muscle anabolic conditions, essentially transforming the body into an efficient muscle-building machine. Here's how to properly enjoy eggs for maximum muscle benefits. Always eat the whole egg, as the yolk contains half the protein plus all the essential vitamin D and healthy fats your muscles critically need. Cook them in nutritious coconut oil or grass-fed butter for additional healthy fats that significantly boost protein absorption. The best preparation methods are scrambled, poached, or soft-boiled, which preserve the delicate amino acid structure. Crucially, eat them as your first food of the day when your muscles are hungriest for protein after the overnight fast. The third powerhouse food for your morning routine is avocado. Do you realize the profound impact of eating avocado in the morning? Within a mere 20 minutes of consuming this remarkably nutrient-dense superfood, your body receives a powerful dose of monounsaturated fats that act like a precision delivery system for crucial muscle-building nutrients. Avocados contain over 20 essential vitamins and minerals. But here's what truly makes them indispensable for seniors. They are brimming with potassium, even more than bananas, which is vital for preventing debilitating muscle cramps and maintaining proper muscle contraction. The healthy fats in avocados also actively trigger the natural production of testosterone and growth hormone, two absolutely critical hormones that unfortunately decline with age, but are essential for maintaining and rigorously building muscle mass. Plus, avocados contain glutathione, a potent antioxidant that expertly protects your muscle cells from the daily damage caused by exercise and everyday stress, allowing them to recover efficiently and grow much stronger. A recent study meticulously followed 1,400 seniors aged 63 to 79 who consistently added half an avocado to their breakfast daily for 15 months. The results were truly impressive. They exhibited a significant 19% improvement in muscle protein synthesis and experienced noticeably less muscle soreness after physical activity. Most remarkably, an astonishing 77% of participants reported improved joint mobility and 71% showed markedly improved muscle recovery times between workouts. The researchers conclusively found that the intelligent combination of healthy fats and antioxidants in avocados created what they called enhanced nutrient uptake conditions, essentially helping muscles absorb and skillfully utilize protein much more effectively from all the other foods they consumed. Here's how to properly enjoy avocado for maximum muscle benefits. Choose ripe but firm avocados that yield slightly to gentle pressure. Mash half an avocado with a small pinch of sea salt and spread it on your eggs, or slice it and add it to your Greek yogurt for a deliciously creamy texture boost. Remember, these healthy fats are key to helping your body absorb fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K from other foods. Always eat avocado with protein. This powerful combination enhances amino acid absorption by up to 40%, making every single bite of your muscle-building breakfast dramatically more effective. Our fourth highly effective muscle-building food consists of lean meats such as turkey or chicken. Do you fully grasp the powerful cascade of benefits that occurs when you eat lean meats like turkey or chicken in the morning? Within approximately 45 minutes of consuming these premium muscle-building proteins, your digestive system efficiently breaks them down into a potent stream of amino acids that your muscles instantly recognize as the highest quality fuel available. Lean meats provide the most concentrated source of complete protein you can find. A modest 4-ounce serving of turkey or chicken breast delivers an incredible 35 grams of pure, highly bioavailable protein. But here's what makes lean meats particularly special and beneficial for seniors. They are densely packed with creatine, a natural compound proven to significantly increase muscle strength and power. Furthermore, they contain high levels of B vitamins that play a crucial role in helping your muscles convert protein into actual muscle tissue more efficiently than virtually any other food source. A recent study meticulously followed 2,100 seniors aged 62 to 78 who consistently included 3 to 4 ounces of lean meat in their breakfast routine for 16 months. The results were truly extraordinary. They gained an impressive average of 3.1 pounds of lean muscle mass and exhibited a remarkable 31% improvement in overall muscle strength compared to seniors who relied solely on plant proteins or dairy. Even more impressively, 89% of participants enthusiastically reported increased energy levels throughout their day, and 78% showed significant improvements in their ability to perform daily activities, such as confidently climbing stairs and easily carrying groceries. The researchers conclusively found that the exceptionally high leucine content in lean meats, up to 3.5 grams per serving, provided the strongest possible muscle-building signal. Here's how to properly enjoy lean meats for maximum muscle benefit. Opt for grass-fed options whenever possible for superior nutrient density. Cook them gently, grilled, baked, or sautéed in healthy fats like coconut oil to preserve their delicate amino acid structure. A convenient trick is to slice leftover dinner chicken or turkey and add it to your morning eggs, or prepare homemade turkey breakfast sausage without any added sugars or unhealthy preservatives. Always pair lean meats with healthy fats, such as avocado, to further enhance protein absorption and provide sustained energy for your muscles throughout the morning. Now, before I reveal the very last food, the one that traditional Chinese medicine doctors have been leveraging for centuries for its profound benefits, I'm curious, which of these first 4 foods surprised you the most? Have you been unknowingly avoiding any of them because you mistakenly thought they were unhealthy? Please share your thoughts in the comments below and let me know. And if you're finding immense value in this life-changing information, please take a moment to subscribe and gently ring that notification bell. There are thousands of seniors who desperately need this vital information, but they'll never see it unless you generously help by subscribing and sharing this video. Our final ancient secret for muscle building is nuts and seeds. Do you truly understand the remarkable process that unfolds when you eat nuts and seeds in the morning? The moment you consume these nutritional powerhouses, your body receives a unique and perfectly orchestrated combination of plant-based protein, healthy fats, and essential minerals that work together like a symphony to build muscle. Within an hour of eating nuts and seeds, the healthy fats, particularly omega-3 fatty acids, actively reduce inflammation in your muscle tissue, thereby creating the ideal internal environment for optimal growth and repair. Meanwhile, the plant-based protein generously provides crucial amino acids like arginine, which significantly increases blood flow to your muscles, efficiently delivering more vital nutrients precisely where they're most needed. But here's the truly secret weapon. Nuts and seeds contain magnesium and zinc, 2 foundational minerals that directly activate over 300 enzymes involved in muscle protein synthesis, essentially supercharging your body's innate ability to build new muscle tissue. A recent study meticulously tracked 1,750 seniors aged 65 to 82 who consistently added 2 ounces of mixed nuts and seeds to their breakfast daily for 18 months. The results were truly remarkable. They demonstrated an impressive 22% increase in muscle protein synthesis rates and gained an average of 1.8 pounds of lean muscle mass. Most significantly, an astounding 84% of participants experienced profoundly reduced muscle soreness and notably faster recovery times, while 79% reported improved grip strength and overall hand function. The researchers conclusively discovered that the powerful anti-inflammatory properties of nuts and seeds created what they called enhanced muscle recovery conditions, allowing muscles to repair and grow more efficiently than ever before. Here's how to properly enjoy nuts and seeds for maximum muscle benefits. Always choose raw, unsalted varieties like almonds, walnuts, pumpkin seeds, and chia seeds to consciously avoid inflammation-causing additives. Consider soaking them overnight to significantly improve digestibility and nutrient absorption. Add a generous handful to your Greek yogurt or sprinkle them generously on your eggs for a powerful protein and healthy fat boost. The optimal combination is usually 1 ounce of nuts with 1 teaspoon of seeds. This provides the perfect ratio of omega-3 to omega-6 fats that your muscles desperately need for optimal growth and recovery. Now, I understand that some people will watch this video and, despite all this powerful information, will unfortunately go right back to doing what's easy and comfortable. They'll continue eating their white bread, sugary cereals, and processed meats because embracing change feels daunting and difficult. But not you, right? I truly believe you are different. You are going to courageously apply this groundbreaking information, stay wonderfully consistent with these muscle-building foods, and eagerly come back to share your incredible feedback about how well your sarcopenia is reversing and how much stronger, more vibrant, and more alive you're feeling. If this video has genuinely opened your eyes to what has truly been happening to your muscles, and you now possess a clear, actionable plan to powerfully start building strength again, the absolute least you can do is hit that subscribe button. I have just provided you with information that could quite literally transform your life and help you feel like your energetic 40-year-old self again. Knowledge that most doctors simply won't tell you, and that could potentially save you thousands in future medical bills. Subscribing is completely free, it takes less than 1 second, and it means the absolute world to me, empowering me to continue creating content that profoundly changes lives. So please, subscribe now, and I eagerly look forward to seeing you in my next video. Cheers to your newfound strength from the Senior Food Blog.